So this video is going to be about Meghan Trainor. I was editing my website, which is annablenderby.wixsite.com/goddessfemale. And there's, if you go slash big brother, big hyphen brother hyphen plan, that is the plan that I am working on about the Big Brother house that I'm fantasizing about getting onto. If I actually will, I've got no evidence that I will, but do not start writing in the comments, no, you have no chance, because I will not listen. But yeah, every time I think I've done the plan, I feel like there's like changes. Like the next day, I kind of like, oh, just add this, and I've kind of been doing this for a long time. Like I wasn't going to give the names away. I've always planning on going on the show and giving the angel names away. But yeah, I kind of kept it secret. I kept it hidden, so I was giving out like 2,000 flyers, or last July, August, September time, and because of that, I didn't want to give away the angel secrets, the darker names, should I say. And then I kind of thought, now that it's been a whole year, I don't know if anyone took any interest in those flyers, but I know my higher self would probably be finding it very interesting, seeing how people reacted to those flyers and how they reacted if they did go on the website. And I don't know how they reacted, but I think my higher self knows, so that's why I did it. And very annoying thing is that I won't be able to find the answers out. Only my higher self knows. But anyway, it's been a while, so I thought I'll just add that to the plan to show. So I need to get onto the Big Brother, a normal Big Brother show, and then after a few weeks, be moved to a different one, which is much bigger, better, kind of a global one. I don't know about timings or dates. Honestly, I feel like I hate this world so much that if I did go on there and if they did treat me like a princess, I would have no reason to leave. But yeah, the audience will get bored after some time. So I don't know what the dates are, but I do like Christmas. I know that. I know Christmas Day, I feel like Halloween's my favorite day. Christmas Day is my second favorite day. And I guess Easter's third. But yeah, I don't know if something's got to happen on Christmas Day. But I don't know, maybe that could be when the ceremony is. I think on Christmas Day, I give a glorious celebration to all the female ones, including Justin Bieber and Kanye West. So I'll give a big ceremony, crowning, giving a sash, and maybe like an angel brooch, or you could actually give a tiara to them. And then for the male ceremony, I could do that on Boxing Day, and I could just I don't know, give out like a crappy crown, a sash with a horrible name. And yeah, I was going through some songs the other day, and I came across this sort of title, "Give Me That Title" song, and it was funny because I was literally clicking on songs to see if I could find one that had I don't know. I got like an image of some sort of pageant where they're guys sort of coming forward with sashes, and I had a vision of that, and I was just kind of like saying, well, how am I going to find that song? I don't know what I don't even know what song I'm looking for, and I don't know what I typed. Maybe I typed in king or something. I don't know what word I typed in, but I typed in one word, and I didn't get the songs that related to what I was wanting. And then I saw one of Meghan Trainor's title songs. And then I was listening to that and I was thinking, yeah, that kind of is fits. That kind of, I don't know if it exactly fits what I'm going with them. And then I thought, wait, though, Meghan Trainor is quite a big name. Like I don't really follow her and I haven't really seen, but I love the All About the Bass song. And I knew she had a title name because that's such a good song. There's no way my higher self would give her such a great song. And then for there to not be a title on that. But I was a little bit confused as to the title, because in that song she talks about my mother says, my mum doesn't give me good advice. I have a really shitty, horrible mum, and as a god, I don't really have a mum, so she doesn't represent me. I knew that she didn't represent me. Whatever she represented, it didn't represent me, but I couldn't quite figure it out because I didn't even think she'd had that many songs. Like I've heard that one and maybe one or two others, but when I came across this title one, I was like, okay, yeah, she obviously has some good songs now, so let's go and have a look. And then now I'm finding like quite a lot of her songs, and they seem to actually be quite old, some of them. So I don't know if you've been tipping with the dates or if they generally just, I wasn't finding them or something. But yeah, the title one is almost like a message for me saying, give me a title, or give me that title. But she didn't know that I'd given her a title. Although when looking at the Nicki Minaj song, I feel like she must have known that she represents womanhood or something to do with the female one, because in one song she's calling herself a lady, and then there's another one about no, 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 which is what women should definitely say, because if they have sex with loads of people, they're going to get pregnant with, and they're going to get pregnant with the wrong people, and it's going to be a disaster. So they need to be the ones to say no, no, no. And a lot of the songs, she definitely represents a woman, because when you think of woman, you do actually think of curvy and voluptuous, and most women as well are slightly larger as well. She's got a womanly figure. If someone says they've got a womanly figure, you're kind of talking about someone with um, a handful of lumps and stuff. So, I think she definitely is the perfect image for the angel of womanhood. And not girly. I wouldn't necessarily say she's girly, but it feels like she was girly and now she's grown up into, a proper woman. And I love the business one where she's kind of like woman. A woman is in the workplace and they should be in there, and that's how it should be. Yeah, so I love all her messages, but yeah, she doesn't necessarily represent me, but she does. But I am a woman, and therefore she can represent me, and I feel like that's how she should be. She can represent most women. I think most women would actually be proud if there was like kings and queens are supposed to kind of like represent their country and stuff. And well, if someone is going to represent a woman, I think she would be a perfect like match for that. So, but yeah, and I really like that title song because it feels like it could be saying loads of different things. On one hand, I feel like I was just writing about all the guys and me giving them terrible names, and me wanting to figure out how I can like see if they might actually accept and actually want to be received these horrible names. They're not that bad. They're not like terrible. They're just like slightly insulting. Calling the angel of masculinity wiggle man. I feel like that's it's a joke. And I think if you can't find that funny, then you're an asshole. Yeah, angel of thought as well, asshole head. I mean, that kind of just makes sense if you're trying to just insult all guys. But yeah, it's probably a sold to everyone actually if you're the angel of thought. But yeah, they're not going to know those names. But yeah, I was came across that song. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I mean, of course, in the song they've got like Mr. They've got state names or whatever, so it looks like a nice thing. So in my telling of this, it would be them having horrible names, but not looking proud. The thing is, the facial expressions on those guys, they were kind of like that, like not very happy. They didn't look very happy receiving these titles that they had. So, but yeah, I think it's a really good song. And yeah, I know a lot of people are going to call me crazy, and they're going to call me especially crazy if I'm giving all the females really nice names and all the males crappy names, because they're going to be like, what? So you think God is calling these people all these names? I was like, yeah, God is calling people all these names. Why? Because I am God and I am doing it. So but yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that will call me crazy, and so I feel like that song, she also represents me, saying how call me that title, the title being I'm crazy, and I want people to think that. Why? Because I am God. Even if you think I'm crazy, it doesn't matter. That if you think I'm crazy, then you think God is crazy or Christ is crazy. There is a slight difference between me and God. God has a much bigger memory. She lives outside the timeline. She does a lot of more things. She's set up the whole thing. Whereas me, Christ, I am far more saner, and I'm just a little bit confused as a lot of things that she does, because it's not an easy conversation to talk to a ghost, basically. Right, and in that video, she also talks about don't say boo, and I'm just looking above on the lines, because I didn't actually give Backstreet Boyzones or Backstreet Boys or Westlife a nickname. But yeah, it kind of occurs to me that there is an easy nickname, and I don't know why I didn't think about it before. But yeah, it was interesting. I was listening to this song and I just put it on my page, and I looked up and said Boo Zone, and then she says in the song, don't say boo because I'm not a ghost. But it's kind of funny because God is actually a ghost. But then God is not actually a woman. Technically, a woman is someone who has a physical body. So God isn't actually a ghost. So therefore, she doesn't really represent God at all, which is why in some of her songs, she says, there's one about something about I'm with someone, and it sounds like that person that she's talking to is, I'm blessed by the heavens with someone or something. And it looks, I think she's talking about God in that song. And because, yeah, God is a female. She wants to be called a female, yes, but technically she doesn't have a penis or a vagina, so she's not really a woman. But I am, because I have a body. But yeah, I think just wanted to add that. And yeah.